The NSAA recognizes Jet Tamala. It works. This one works. Mine works.
Ready for the teammate mentoring starting lineup? Visit teammate. Number 4, Cedric.
Okay, yeah, now it's working.
Number 5, Graham Stama.
I hear myself.
Number 6, Jackson Gangwish. Number 7.
Oh, you muted it? Oh.
Number 21, Braylon Wolf. Number 51, Brandon Cloud.
Okay, we're good.
Number 54, Kelton Kearns. Carlos Fajina Campos. Number 59, Cody Golka. Number 64, Drayton Renz. Number 65, William Mazer.
Oh, what's up with this?
And number 86, Garrett Watson. The head coach for the Crusaders is Jeff Ashby.
The head coach for every
And
single
now here are the rest of the Grand Island Central Catholic Crusaders, players and coaches.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Class C2 championship game by Millard South Media. We're bringing you a game between Bishop Neumann and Grand Island Central Catholic, and we're just getting ready for kickoff here. Bishop Neumann has won the toss and deferred. And they're getting the ball teed up. It's a windy day here in Lincoln.
Some of the lights were shaking around while we were coming up here. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, you can probably hear it coming in the mics here. Looks like they're still getting ready for the kickoff. Both teams 11-1 coming in this game. Bishop Neumann is the 2 seed. Grand Island Central Catholic is the 4 seed. Grand Island Central Catholic pulled off the upset earlier, and they will be, they're counted as the home team in this one.
Kicking off for the Cavaliers, number 11, Quinn Shuck.
Quinn Shuck is kicking off for the Cavaliers.
Number 5, Graham Stava.
And they do have to have a holder here.
Not going to be able to see some teams be able to do some stuff in the lower leagues, but as long as they get the job done.
And there's some whistles before the kick. We'll see what it is here. I'm not sure. It's going to be a tough day for every team playing here for the kickers. You can see the goalposts are moving right now. And the flags, you can hear them all the way from up here.
Sound like train tracks. They're really loud.
And we're still waiting for the kickoff here. All right, so we're going to try this again. Number 11 is the holder.
Not sure exactly what went wrong, but still going to be able to kick it. So
the kickoff is away, and this is not a good kick. Goes to around the 35, picked up around the 33, gets it to about the 36. So not much distance on the kick return, but it was a bad kick to start with, and decent field position here for Central Catholic.
there's a lot of things rolling around on the field from the wind. It's kind of interesting how.
Yeah, that looks like might be like a hat down around the goal line.
Looks like a referee's hat.
The offense is led by the senior Grayson Sack, number 7. It's a speed option, pitches it. Oh, and there's some trouble.
It's a fumble.
And that's picked up by Bishop Neumann. They get possession on the first play. Some trouble with the option. I don't know if the wind had anything to do with it. But Jack Alberts could not hold on to it.
Bishop Neumann takes over possession.
That is recovered by, it looks like, Quinn Shutt, who was the holder on the kickoff. Bo Fuyan starting for Bishop Neumann at quarterback, and they're going to do an option play, gives it to the fullback. Number 18, Van Slyke, starting running back. Slike has 1,150 yards and 20 touchdowns on the year. He's been a very productive back. Him and Landon Sutton lead that backfield. And Bishop Neumann, very run-heavy team, 3,178 rushing yards to only 1,078 passing yards. So we're going to see a lot of the run, a lot of the option here. And there they go again.
It's a
Gives
big
it to
pickup.
Slike. And he's still going. That's a touchdown. Bishop Neumann, Jack Van Slyke, another touchdown, his 21st of the year on the ground. That was a very ideal start for Bishop Neumann. Start out kicking the ball, forced a fumble the very first play on defense, and 2 plays later find themselves in the end zone to jump out to the early 6-0 lead. Now here comes the kicker for the point after. And Van Slyke is also kicking.
It is blocked.
And we knew kicking was going to be tough here in the windy conditions, but that one just got blocked. No good, so we're still 6-0. All right, so the kicking team will be coming right back out there.
Not sure what they're deciding on, but
Yeah, we'll see if they'll have any more success here getting the kick off than they did last time.
I don't know if an onside kick is an option, but could be going for one of those.
Well, their normal kickoff didn't go too much further, so that might not be a bad option.
Now everybody's in a huddle. Grand Island goes back to huddle.
We'll actually take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We are back here for the kickoff. This one goes a little further. That's a decent return.
For Graham Stava.
Makes it just out past the 30.
Decent kick, decent run for both teams.
So they'll be getting it around the 31s where they'll start. This drive can't get much worse than the last one. Turnover on the first play. But now they have a chance to reset, hopefully put together a drive for them.
And they run it, and they'll
Yeah,
end
it's
up
maybe
about
no gain. Maybe gets a yard. They'll say no gain. And that's a big loss by the, and Bishop Neumann gets in there.
Grayson Sack thought maybe he could pass it, but nope.
Yeah, and just nowhere to get the ball. Gets sacked for a loss of 5, brings up 3rd and 15.
Looks like a running play here.
It'll keep it, and he'll pitch it back, and not much doing. They'll get maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. They'll get to a 4th and 10. And they'll likely have to bring out the punt team. We'll see what they can do there.
Pretty interesting they didn't use Grayson Sack as main snapper or the one to receive the snap. Looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, and in these conditions, he trips.
He throws
He's going to
it,
launch it deep downfield.
and it's caught.
Is that caught? It is.
It's caught by Braylon Wolf.
A huge catch, goes up and gets it. Braylon Wolf brings him down inside Bishop Newman's 30. And that turned out to be a great idea on 4th and 10, and he just threw that one up there. There are 2 guys in the area. Wolf comes down with it. Now they're at Bishop Newman's 27. There's a pitch. Number 11.
Jack Alberts.
He's going to get nearly a 1st down. We'll see if they give it to him. Looks like he might just be a little bit short. No, they will give him the 1st down, just barely. Now they're at the 18 with a new set of downs. That's a pitch.
Jack Alberts rushes again.
Alberts is going to get another 1st down, sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Breaks a tackle, but stopped around the 5.
It's going to be at the 7. And this drive's really turned around. It looks like they were going to have to punt and give up, and now here they have 1st and goal. Quarterback takes it, maybe a gain of 1, maybe 2. And yeah, that could have worked out very badly for them if they didn't pick up that 4th down conversion. Bishop Neumann would have been on the verge of scoring again. But instead, here they have a chance to tie it and maybe take the lead. Second down and goal.
Hand off to Jack Alberts, and he's in the end zone.
Touchdown, Grand Island Central Catholic. And the Crusaders tie it up. The great answer. The long catch by Wolf. And Alberts doing the work on the Bishop Neumann territory.
I don't know if they'll be able to make this kick, but
yeah, it looks like they might be going for 2. Yeah, and like we said, this wind has really played in, and they get the 2-point conversion. Jackson Gangwish, the backup quarterback, brings it in, and now it's 8-6. But yeah, like we were saying, the wind has really played into a lot of the decisions. Probably why they went for it on 4th and 10, why they went for it 2. So the wind has actually helped them out here, kind of forced them into moving the ball down the field.
a little bit of an extra point for them. See how Grand Island takes the kickoff.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this break.
Especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. is where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the NSAA and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I love playing sports.
And the kickoff goes to about the 15. Decent return by Bishop Neumann. Gets it around the 38-yard line.
Big return by number 2, Willie Flory. Down by number 3, Dax Gallantly. First and 10, Bishop Neumann. Will be placed at their own 38.
Bishop Neumann takes over at the 38. They got off to a great start, but now they find themselves trailing 8-6.
It's just a huge pile of Crusaders.
Yeah, not a big gain at all.
Carried number 32, Landon Sund.
The run by Landon Sun gonna get him 2.
8, Mason Vasquez. And 51, Brandon Cloud.
Sund is the other half of this backfield.
Down 8.
The duo of him and Van Slyke, which both have over 1,000 yards. Bishop Neumann only one wide receiver in. And he's going to keep it, quarterback, and he's going nowhere.
Loss of probably about 10 yards.
Forward progress will probably bring him up closer. Third down and 10 now. It's another handoff. He's not going to get there. 32, Landon Sun gets the carry. But he's going to be a few yards short. Looks like they might be bringing out the punt team with a 4th and 4 coming up. And this would be one I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it. Close to midfield. Wouldn't be the worst decision, but looks like they're just bringing out the punt team. Oh, and the punt, he has trouble with the snap, and he's going to go all the way back. He might just try and throw it. He does, and that gets batted and incomplete. So decent job by the punter. Snap just went over his head, and he had to run around and just throw it and avoid losing any more yards. But now Bishop Neumann turnover on downs, and Grand Island Central Catholic will be taking over. See what the Crusaders can do, starting in opponent territory. Gonna run the option. Can get a gain of maybe 3. These are 2 run and option heavy teams here going at it. Crusaders at least have a little more of a passing game. Bishop Neumann very heavily into the option though. And that maybe works well for having the wind as a factor. Might affect the passing. It's a 2nd and 7.
Seen a lot of Jack Alberts today.
There he gets it again, stays in bounds, and will get a gain of about 17. Crusaders have first down just outside the red zone at the 24.
Could go for a passing play here. Or they
He's
run
going
it
to keep
again.
it. Grayson Sack gets maybe a gain of a couple. Just took it inside. The option. Gain of 1. And we're going to be at a 2nd and 9. Grayson Sack's been a big part of the offense. 30 total touchdowns on the year, 21 passing. He's thrown for 1,790, and Alberts gets the handoff here. Yeah, Sack also bringing in 834 rushing yards. He's done a lot for the offense.
Jackson Gangwish hands it off Jack Alberts on that one. Looks like Grayson Sack's getting a little bit of a break.
Third down, 6, ball to 20.
And they run it, but that's not going to work.
Probably no
Alberts
gain.
gets maybe a gain of 1. We'll give him 2, but it's 4th and 4. I doubt we'll see the field goal team come on here. 4th and 4, you can go for it. Looks like that's what they're doing. And looks like Gangwish is still out there. I don't know if there's an injury that happened to Sack or if he's just getting some rest, but it's his 3rd straight play with Gangwish, I believe. Let's see what they do on 4th and 4. He's passing. Oh, and that pass is way too far.
Intended receiver was Braylon Wolf.
Yeah, but he overthrew him, goes to the back of the end zone. And that's a turnover on downs. So it was a promising drive. So the teams exchange unsuccessful 4th and 4s, and Bishop Neumann gets the ball back. The score is still 6-8. Have a guy in motion. They're going to be throwing.
Overthrow by Boo Fuhon.
Quarterback got hit as he was throwing, but that pass is offline. And we haven't really seen too many passes here by Bishop Neumann. It's one of the first that I remember seeing. And they only have 115 attempts on the season, so that's really just not their game. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Fake handoff, pitches it.
He's pitching it, but there's guys right in the way there. Running back gets the pitch, but had nowhere to go. Defenders were in his face, and that's a loss of 1, brings up 3rd and 11. We'll see if they stick with their option here on 3rd down or maybe go to the air.
Running has not been very successful for Bishop Neumann, but
yeah, outside of that first drive and that play by Van Slyke. Third and 11, we have trips left. It's going to look that way. A short pass that gets completed, but he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Quinn Shutt comes down with it.
It's going to be about a 4th and 2. But we'll see, they might go for it here. They're definitely 2 yards is manageable for them.
4th down 2, ball to 26.
Yeah, and it looks like they might be going for it, making some subs, but the offense is staying on the field. They got 1 receiver out. Yeah, and you can really hear the wind. They're going for it. But that looks like it's going to be a stop by Bishop Neumann.
Pulling him so far back, and they're just swinging him around.
And they will not get it. Just stuffed him there. Bishop Neumann just tried to go up the middle, outpower him, but they won the battle. The refs just confirmed the call. Central Catholic is taking over, and that's the 3rd straight turnover on downs we've seen.
So much stuff flying on the field. There's someone going
Yeah.
out to get it.
Yeah, we are not lying about the wind. You can hear it and feel it. And clearly these special teams have too. It's really been a big part of this game. Oh, and that's a little jet sweep. Not going to do a ton, maybe get a couple. That's Stava. Caught the jet sweep, got a gain of 1. That's a handoff to Alberts. Oh, and he gets tripped up before he can really get much. That's going to be maybe no gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 9. And Grand Island Central Catholic might be taking it to the end of the quarter here. It's only 11 seconds.
Probably a smart play to do when they're up.
So we've made it to the end of 1 in the C2 NSAA State Championship. The Cavaliers of Grand Island Central Catholic lead the the Crusaders of Grand Island Central Catholic lead the Bishop Neumann Crusaders 8-6. And we'll be right back.
We are back, or are we?
And we are back from the quarter, and it looks like they just threw an interception. Sack's pass got intercepted by Quinn Shuck. On 3rd and 9, he was throwing a deep pass near the goal line. Great play by Shuck to jump in front of it and pick it off. And
Does not look like good field yardage for Bishop Neumann, but nevertheless, still got the interception.
yeah, Cavaliers will be taking over at the 4. But it did stop them from scoring, so. They're backed up. A lot of guys on the line. We'll see what they can do. It's a handoff. Nothing doing. He did keep it and get maybe a gain of 4. Good effort there. Second down and 6 from the 8. And the quarterback keeps it again, powers forward for maybe a gain of 3. Bouillon gets another gain of 4. Third down and 2. And we'll probably see him stick with the run here of some kind. It's worked pretty well these first 2 plays. And now they have a little bit of room to breathe here, not have to worry about the safety as much. It's a play action, and he throws it right in between 2 guys right there, and that'll be incomplete. That was intended for Quinn Shutt. Miller was also in the area. Yeah, now I would have stuck with the run there if I was them. Got 4 each time. They went for the pass, tried to catch him off guard, but did not work, and now they're going to be forced to punt from deep in their territory.
Passing is not going to be very prevalent in this game.
Yeah, and they're really hoping for a good punt. They hope he can secure it in the first place, which he can. The punt's away. Oh, and that's completely shanked. That might end up going backwards.
The wind is just crazy.
Yeah, the wind really got a hold of that one.
Just went straight up.
And they're going to end up losing 3 yards. So the Crusaders will take over at the 9 after punting from the 12. So they really should have just gone for it. Yeah, and just the goalposts are moving, everything in the stadium.
A timeout by the Cavaliers.
This has been a very interesting game. It's been messy. There's been,
It's been ups and downs. It's been quite exciting in only the first quarter.
there's been failed 4th down conversions, been troubles with some punts, some turnovers, but
There's a
it's
score on
been
the
a close
board.
game. Has not been a blowout. And 2 of the first 3 drives resulted in touchdowns. We thought maybe it's going to be some offense, but it's slowed down after that quite a bit. Bishop Neumann coming off a win last week. They beat Kearney Catholic 34-0. And they're very dominant in that win. Hold them to a shutout. So they're coming in hot. The Crusaders go with the option. That's going to be a loss of 3.
Jack Alberts is taken down.
The Crusaders also, obviously with the win last week, but they had a close matchup with Ord. Won 23-13. Second and 12. There's more trouble with the snap. Looks like, who jumped on top of that? Was that Sack? It looks like it. Looks like Sack is able to get back on it. That was a loss of 2. 3rd and 14 now.
One's probably getting some. Their fingers are probably going numb.
Yeah, ours up here kind of feeling the cold a little bit too. They're down on the field. Only imagine. And it looks like there'll be a timeout.
We get the timeout by the Crusaders.
And that win for the Crusaders last week against Ord was a little bit of a redemption win. That was their only loss in the regular season by 7. And for Bishop Neumann, their only loss was Malcolm, but both of these teams are coming in 11-1. So we got treated to a good matchup here. And they're back out here with the 3rd and 14. They're throwing, but he gets blown up.
Grayson Sachs just taken down.
Quinn Shutt, the two-way star, is able to get in there. So this so far has been negative 11-yard drive for the Crusaders. After getting it with great starting field position, they're backed up, 4th and 20, and they're gonna go for it. 4th and goal. Oh, and he's just got nowhere to go. Rolls out, couldn't find anyone, gets taken down.
Both of these quarterbacks for both
By
teams
Schweed.
are a little hesitant to throw.
Yeah. And that was not a good drive by the Crusaders after getting it off the good field position.
Cavaliers will have it at I think the 15. More about the 20.
And it looks like he gives it to
Quinn Shutt.
Fionn holds on to it, but he loses about 1.
Looked like Quinn Shutt had taken a hold of the ball.
Yeah, sometimes hard to tell on those triple options. Everyone kind of looks like acts like they get it. That's why they fool the defenses, but not on that one. And it's 2nd and 11. Bishop Neumann uses their first time out of the half. And if you like watching nice and clean football games, this is not for you. It's been a messy game, but it's been very entertaining.
It's been interesting.
Yeah, it's been an evenly matched game. Both teams had their struggles. Both teams have made their good plays.
It's not like one-sided like Millard South.
Yeah.
But
And this game feels like it might just come right down to the end. And that 2-point conversion that the Crusaders got to take the lead might end up being pretty big in a low-scoring game like this. Game could very easily be tied 7-7. Instead, they have an 8-6 lead. It's a handoff. No, it's not, but he pitches it and loses the ball, and it's recovered by the Crusaders.
Dex Gelletley picks that one up.
Fuhan pitched it to Henry Woida, I believe. But there's a defender right there. He wasn't able to hold on to it. Got blown up and then just got recovered. So they've had some problems with the option. Both teams really have had some fumbles off of it. Now the Crusaders going to get some good field position yet again. This is a good run here. Going to pick up about 6. Jack Alberts Gets about 5 on the play. Already doing better than the last drive. Getting some positive yardage.
Not very many other options other than Jack Alberts.
Yeah, and that's who I would stick with here. He's been their main reliable option. Outside of that one catch by Wolf, Alberts has done a lot of the work. Looks like that's what they do. This time does not work out for him. Nowhere to go, kind of just goes right in the line. Gain of 1, brings up a 3rd and 4. And sack comes out.
Gain of 1. 3rd down 4, ball to 12.
Jackson Gangwish is back in. Just alternating their quarterbacks. It's a good idea.
Gangwish hands it off. Alberts cuts it to the outside. He's going to be a little bit short.
Right about at the 10.
And he made a good effort after seeing nothing up the middle. Cuts it to the outside, but he's not able to get the first down. I would assume that they're going to keep the offense out there. That's what it looks like they're doing. They made some subs, but offense staying out there, but Alberts is coming out, so see, they might go to the air. Keeps it, Gangwish. He's not gonna get there, loses about 2. That's another turnover on downs.
Quinn Shutt gets that tackle, is a very good dual threat player.
Bishop Neumann takes over downs, 1st and 10.
Now Bishop Neumann gonna take over again.
Oh, he breaks through. Can he break through another one? No.
Yeah, and that's a good play, maybe the best one.
Big carry
Bishop
by
Neumann
Landon
has had.
Sun.
That's Sund on the play. That's a gain about 25. They've been needing that for a while. That's what we thought we would see more of. After that, just their second play of the game, they got a long touchdown run with Van Slyke. But both running backs have been quiet since. They finally break one. That's what we were expecting to see going in. Probably see more of. This is just such a dangerous running team to keep them in check for this long. And that looks like they're going to get it back to Sund, who gets another decent gain. Give him maybe 6 on the play. And they might finally be establishing some sort of rhythm on offense. Get some momentum going. It was only a matter of time. Both these teams just going back and forth with giving it back to each other. See who was going to capitalize on the opportunity first. Second and 4 now. He's going to take it. Nowhere to go for the quarterback. I don't know what he's doing, but it gets picked up by the Crusaders.
Picked up by number 51, Brandon Cloud.
That was just not a smart play by the quarterback. He had nowhere to go. He's going to lose some yards. The very last second decides to pitch it as he's getting taken down.
I feel like the nerves are building up on this team's making more mistakes.
Yeah, and that was going to be a loss anyway, and I think he just wanted to try and get something out of it, but at a certain point you just got to take your losses and just hold on to the ball. Very risky pitch. So now the Crusaders will take over again. You got to applaud the Bishop Neumann defense.
Rule
Oh,
this
wait a second, though.
incomplete.
They called it an incomplete pass. And it was hard to tell. Apparently they said it went forward.
It's like it bounced off another player's helmet. Just hit the ground.
Yeah, I'll have to see the replay here if they show it. As he's getting taken down, he threw it to the running back and kind of just went straight out.
Brings up 3rd down 4. Ball on the 43.
I don't know where they really saw the pass. I'm not going to say either way, but it kind of just went straight up. And the 3rd and 4.
Landed Sons just
Goes
absolutely.
Carried by Landon Sun.
But yeah, it kind of went just straight up in the air. They'll say it was a pass because of his way his arm was moving. But the Crusaders section was not happy about it.
I think the Cavaliers should take some stuff from the Crusaders where Jack Alberts runs away from around the O-line instead of into it.
So the Crusaders will be getting the ball back. So the overturn, actually they will be going for it on 4th, so they got to complete that part first. Bishop Neumann on 4th and 4, there's whistles, and it looks like a timeout by Bishop Neumann. They'll use their second, the half.
Don't forget to stop by the Custom Sports stand here, Gate 3, 422, your souvenir apparel. And Columbus for the NSAA football championships. Custom Sports, the official championship provider of the Nebraska School Activities Association.
Bishop Neumann, offense is back out there, 4th and 4 from their own 43. And
Hand off to Jack Van Slyke. Gets a decent gain.
looks like he's going to be short.
Jack Van Slyke. Tackle made by Jackson Gangwish and Thomas Schneider.
Gangwish made the tackle. Looks like they called him short.
Central Catholic takes over on down.
Takes over on down, so the Crusaders do get the ball back. Many were frustrated at the call of a incomplete pass and not a fumble, but they will be getting possession again. Didn't come back to bite them too much. Sends Alberts out from the backfield. Empty backfield now.
They're passing it.
Sack.
Could
Looking
be a
deep.
catch.
Oh, he was underthrown.
Grayson Sack's pass incomplete, intended for Graham Stava. On the coverage of number 30.
Stava.
Intended for Graham Stava.
Yeah, and he was open.
Just a little short
Just
of
couldn't
the
get it
pass.
there. And yeah, that's why it's so hard passing in these conditions. Just never know what's going to happen to the flight path of that ball. 2nd and 10 now. It's a handoff to Alberts, who's been their go-to guy.
Ball carried by Jack Alberts. Tackle made by Jack
Gets a gain of 1.
Third down 9, ball to 45.
the Crusaders take their second timeout before this big 3rd and 9. And we'll be right back after the break. And we're back from the timeout. At a 3rd and 9. It's a running play. And he pitches it. That one
Could be ruled as incomplete.
That one looked incomplete. It did go forward. But I don't know what they're going to say.
Fumble.
And they called that one a fumble.
It's kind of questionable. That's a forward pass.
That's what it looked like, but they called it a fumble. I guess just 'cause it was a pitch. I'm not sure. But Crusaders probably aren't too happy with the officiating these past few drives. And now Bishop Neumann, there's a stoppage. Okay. So they are reviewing it now. I wouldn't be surprised if they turned this into an incomplete pass. It looked more like an incomplete pass than the other one that they called.
Yeah,
so.
it looked more of a forward pass than the last one. The last one was more of an across pass.
I mean, that one looked like it went forward a whole yard.
Yeah.
You could tell in real time. So we'll see what they call.
Just depends on what angle the ref is at.
And this is the first game of a doubleheader from the Millard South Media team. After this is the Class A championship between the Papillion La Vista South Titans and the Millard South Patriots. So that one will be starting around 7. But we got whole nother half plus here in this game.
What I noticed in the Class A finalists for awards is that there's at least one Millard South player for every single one.
Yeah, and it's been that type of season for the Patriots, and we'll get into that more for that game. Yeah, and this game has been pretty it's been pretty spot on for what you would expect for maybe a C2 high school game with these conditions. Well, this is why you gotta love high school football. It's been unpredictable. It's been exciting. It's been tightly contested.
Don't know how the Class A one might go. It might go a little bit better, but
Yeah. Wow, and the play stands. So they did call that one a fumble.
interesting how it was more of a forward pass than the last one. But
Yeah, I'd say so too, but
not our call.
yep. And now it will be 1st and 10 for Bishop Neumann. That will be a handoff to Sund.
He's doing pretty good in this second quarter.
Yeah, he's really gotten it going. He's kind of taken the primary running back role just in this quarter over Van Slyke. Now they're up to midfield. And they get it to Sund again. This time, only getting a couple. Only one on the play. Third and 3 now.
On the Crusader 49.
Just made it past midfield. So they're in Crusaders territory.
Another handoff.
That
but he
handoff
stopped
blown
early.
up. Gets stopped short of midfield, so they're going to lose a couple.
Stop before he can get anywhere.
Stopped by Owen Price.
Probably one of the only major stops on landed Sund.
4th and 5 now. Looks like they're staying out on the field to go for it.
4th down 5.
Jack Van Slyke comes in. Might be going for a passing play here.
They only have 9 passing yards on the game, this Bishop Neumann team. They stay on the ground. Not a great play call, going nowhere. Maybe gets a couple, but that's not enough. Crusaders taking over again. I've lost track of how many turnover on downs we've had. But I mean, punting has just not been a better option. The one time we saw the Crusaders punt, went backwards 3 yards. So you kind of have to go for it. And that worked for the Crusaders on their second drive with a long passing completion. That was really one of the only completed passes we've seen today. A little bit of a speed option. Gets it to Alberts. There's a flag. I believe the first one we've seen today. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it might be a hold, if I had to guess. And that is on the offense. See what the official call is. Holding on 64, which would be Trayton Renz is the senior. So now they'll be backed up 1st and 18, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So they're gonna have a long way to go here. Only a minute left in the half. We'll see if they even wanna try and score. They're running the clock down pretty low. And that's a pitch, there's problems with it. Lucky to get it back by Gangwish. And after that, we'll see if they even want to try to do anything. Or if they just want to play it safe and take it in the half.
They have to go for a play. Snap clock is 30.
Yeah, they might even see if
Hold
they'll
it.
just kneel here.
Yeah, that's probably the best play here.
You don't want to do another pitch play like that. It's just not worth it. We've seen them go wrong. Getting to the line.
Wind is really picking up.
Yeah, there's like an 8-second difference between the play clock and the time left in the half. It's a handoff. It's a good handoff. It's going to get to around midfield, but that'll take us to the half. So the Grand Island Central Catholic Crusaders
Leads 6-8.
short lead, small lead going into the half. And we'll be back for your second half coming up. And welcome back. It was entertaining, though. You can't take that away.
That was a good kick.
Yeah, that was a great kick. Looked like had the wind going with him, but that was a touchback.
Watson's kicking the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, Bishop Neumann.
Maybe the wind
Placed at the 20-yard
dying
line.
down a tiny bit. Still
Have
pretty
been the
windy,
wind.
but
Must have been the wind.
now Bishop Neumann starting at the 20 after the touchback. Handed off. He gets forward for a pretty good gain of about, let's see what they call that. That's Van Slyke getting it again.
Brought down by Jack Palmer.
Get about 5 on the play.
8 of 5, 2nd down 5.
It's a handoff again. Another good gain. That one goes for about 9. That's Van Slyke again. So they're trying to get him more involved as their top, as their leading rusher.
1st and 10 on the 34.
Fake handoff.
And he's going to go. That's a great gain. He's still going. He just gets brought down after a gain of 26. That's Fuyan on the quarterback keeper.
That run was good for us. Cavalier, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So they might have made some halftime adjustments here because they're coming out with some good offense. Maybe the best we've seen of them today. It's another 1st down, and they're inside the 40. Handoff, decent gain, 3 or 4. They'll give them 4 down to the 35.
Ball carried by Jack Van Slyke.
That's Van Slyke again, his 3rd carry of the drive. After having a pretty quiet first half, he got the touchdown. But outside of that first drive, hadn't been getting too involved, and they're trying to get that started again here. Second and 6 now. Handoff to Van Slyke. This time they're ready for him. Loss of 1 on the play.
Gonna have to change it up. They're getting predictable.
Yeah, and they're in a tough position here. 3rd and 7. For most teams, you would think it'd be smart to throw, but they only have 9 passing yards on the game. Barely over 1,000 on the season. So we'll see what they do. It's a quarterback keeper. He's going to go, and he's going to get the 1st down. Fuyan with his 2nd carry of the game, or 2nd carry of the drive. And it's another good one. 1st down again. And this looks like a totally new team coming out of the half than they did in the first half. This is their 3rd 1st down of the drive. And this option offense is fun to see when it works. 1st down, quarterback keeper, not much doing that time.
Ball carried by Bo Fuyan. Tackle made by Connor Haney. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down 11.
Wind's starting to pick up again.
Second and 11, under center. Hands it off to, and he's still going.
Ball carried by number 18.
Handoff was
Jack
to Van Slyke.
Brought down by
And he gets a
Connor
first
Lee.
down on the play.
That run was good for a Cavalier.
Another good run.
First down.
Van Slyke's getting way more action than in the first half.
Ball on the 9.
That's kind of a fullback power, fullback dive. Man, he just moved guys out of the way. First and goal at the 9 now. There's trouble with the snap. He's lined up under center.
By Bo Fouillon.
He just falls on it. It's a loss of 1.
Second down goal, ball to 10.
That'll be second and goal. So kind of just a wasted play right there. Didn't even have a chance at anything. Brings up a second and goal. They've got that rushing total for the game up to 156. Van Slyke gets it. He powers ahead. Gets down to the 2, and this is what we were expecting to see from Van Slyke. He's getting going.
They'll probably hand it off to him again for their second touchdown.
Third down goal.
It wouldn't be surprising. Just knew, if you're the Crusaders, you can't keep this team to, can't keep them in check running the whole game. Average 7 yards a carry for this team, over 3,000 yards.
Field goes shaking violently.
Gets taken down for a loss on third and goal.
Carried by Jack Van Slyke.
That was Van Slyke. They did get it back to him.
Loud and Thomas Snyder. Brings up fourth down goal, ball to 3.
Offense is staying out there on a 4th and 3. Lines up under center. It's a handoff, and he's in. Van Slyke.
Second touchdown of the game.
Second touchdown of the game. That's right. That's a great touchdown drive coming out of the half, and they regain the lead for the first time since early in the first quarter. It's 12-8. We'll see what they do here. 2-point conversion. Yeah, Slyke gets his 22nd rushing touchdown with that one on the season. Just an incredible season for him. And he showed why he's the top option on that drive. They are going for 2. Same exact play. And it'll work again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they give it to him. It's 14-8 now. Van Slyke picks up the 2-point conversion. And you kind of wonder where that offense has been all game. Something just wasn't clicking in the first half, but that drive come out. Something changed. Maybe a good halftime speech.
Maybe they found something that was wrong and they found the solution to it.
They go 80 yards, all on the ground. They're doing all this with 9 passing yards, up to 166 on the ground.
Bishop Neumann could win this game. Not very much scoring has been happening.
And this will be a very
first half.
Very important drive for the Crusaders. See if they can maybe respond. Maybe they can put together a good drive. Maybe they made some adjustments at half. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this kick. Kicking kind of away, kind of into the wind. Wind right now, 22.7 miles per hour. Is what it says here. And this is kind of This is kind of some of the less windy that it's been right now.
Jack Van Slyke has had 13 carries with 87 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. He is the main threat for Bishop Neumann here. Kickoff is set. Let's see if the wind has anything to do with this one.
They do have a holder here. Kick is away. It's not a very good kick. They're going to get around the 33 and
He's still going.
get it up around gain of 10. Maybe 8, we'll see. Gets it up to the 41.
First and 10, Crusaders, ball on their own 41.
Now here come the Crusaders. See if anything's changed. Another speed option, pitches it out.
Looks like that's to Graham Stava.
Ball carried by Graham Stava.
Alberts, I do not believe, was in on that play. He's been their primary target. Stava gets about 4. Brings up-
Alberts is on the sideline. He's getting a little rest.
And he's on the sideline for this play as well. 2nd and 6 at the 45 now. Another option to the outside. Keeper by Sack. And he breaks through. He's going to go all the way.
Touchdown Crusaders.
What an answer by Sack in this Crusaders offense. Now it's tied and they can take the lead.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went for the 2-point attempts.
Yeah, and that play just extended to the outside, cut back in. Had some good blocks, and he was gone once that happened. 55-yard run. They'll send out the field goal kicker, try and go for the point after. This will be interesting. A little bit of trouble with the snap, but
And
the
he
kick
makes it.
is good. And they have a 1-point lead, just like that. So we've kind of seen, to start both halves, the offenses have scored touchdowns. We'll see if they go back into more defensive battle of a game after this, or if the offenses have picked it up, gotten used to the wind.
It's pretty close to being blocked, but
Yeah, it looks like the holder had a little bit of problems. Did a good job recovering. And that was very important. Now they have the 1-point lead. Great response. It seems like these two teams have kind of been matching each other. One team gets a touchdown, the other one answers back. One team gets a stop, shows the other one. Very competitive. That's what you'd hope for out of a championship game. Now it's the Crusaders' turn to kick off. With the wind kind of at their backs.
big carry on the kick.
Get it around the 8. And gets it up just past the 25. It's number 3, Hudson Cordick. All right, so now the pressure is back on Bishop Neumann. Get a response. Their lead was very short-lived. They trail by 1 here. Let's see if they still try and rely on Van Slyke to get him back. This time it's to Sund.
Sund and Van Slyke have been the 2 runners for Bishop Neumann this game.
Thunder and Lightning for the team. Gain of 3 by Sund.
3-yard gain, 2nd down 7.
They've kind of just been riding whoever's hot. It was like that last drive. That's a quarterback keeper. And what happened at the end here? Is there a fumble? The Crusaders are calling for a fumble, and they get it. The ball came out at the end.
It is picked up by Dax Gellatley.
Dax going insane on that play. And looks like they might review it. The play is under review.
Bishop Neumann is in pain. I can tell by what they're saying.
Yeah, and this would be a very painful turnover here, getting it back to the Crusaders. Right after they lost the lead, and the Crusaders have good field position. There's a grand prize for whoever wins here tonight.
Got one in. You got to get one in now.
I said there's a grand prize for whoever wins. There's a grand prize. And the runner was down was the ruling, so it's not a fumble. And I didn't really see the fumble in real time. I just saw Crusaders pointing the balls their way, so never got a great look, but said it was not a fumble. Big break for Bishop Neumann. It's 3rd and 4 now. And he runs it and picks up. Fuyan picks up the first down on the keeper.
First down. 1st and 10, ball at the 37.
The offense does seem to be getting something going here in the second half. And they were close to losing the possession, but now they have it back in a new set of downs, so it's a good break for them.
Passing play is dropped.
And he was wide open on that one.
Intended for Quinn Shutt. It's
Yeah,
kind of
Shutt
surprising.
He was wide open. No one was expecting it, but maybe the quarterback wasn't expecting him to be that open either. And just not a super accurate throw. Brings up 2nd and 10. That's why they usually stick with the running. Only 50 combined passing yards in this game by both teams. But that's a run. Fuhan.
He's going for the touchdown. And it's
He is
good.
gone.
Ball carried by Bo Fuyan.
Oh, that's Bouillon.
Touchdown for the quarterback. It's an insane running play.
Yeah, that is 63 yards. Cuts it to the outside. Keeps the feet in bounds and outruns everybody. So these quarterbacks now alternating touchdown runs, long touchdown runs. Now they're out here going for 2. Gonna try and get a 7-point lead. And they try it again, that same play that they ran on the goal line, they get it again. Van Slyke taking it, the fullback power. Just barely gets into the end zone this time. Now they got a 7-point lead again, and the action is picking up here offensively. Up to 241 rushing yards for Bishop Neumann. They weren't even at 100 at halftime, so it's been a good start offensively for both of these teams. And we'll be right back. I know, I accidentally moved that one.
And we're back. Kickoff is short.
A very short kickoff.
Catches it, but doesn't get anywhere.
Crusaders just fall on top of it at around the 47.
Down by number 3, Dax Gillily. 1st and 10, Central Catholic.
Dax falls on top of that one. Crusaders have it at the 44. Bishop Neumann really could just onside kicked it in that situation. Wouldn't have lost too many yards. And it's a keeper. A sack and the ball. Looks like the ball's out. That's Bishop Neumann ball.
Recovered by Bishop Newman's number 14, Ken Weezy.
So sack fumbles. Bishop Neumann recovers. He got about 6 yards before the fumble. Yeah, and just got hit by the big defensive lineman, 63, and the ball went right into the hands of the Bishop Neumann player. I don't even think it hit the ground. There's no debating that one. They'll go out.
Bo Fuhan. Oops.
Fuhan about a gain of 7. The first play for the Cavaliers.
He's tripped.
But Fuhan's really been getting going here on the ground. None of the running options had really been a threat for the Cavaliers in the first half, and all of them are getting involved here in the second half. This is the kind of offense we've seen all year. Up to 247 on the ground.
It's dropped. He's just
Picks it up, gets hit low, maybe gets a gain of 1. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Down by Jackson Gamely. Brings up 3rd down 3, ball at the 43.
Bishop Newman's in a really good spot here with a 7-point lead and the ball. And if they can score here, that's going to be tough for the Crusaders to come back from. It's going to be tough for any team to come back when passing has been the way it is. Fuhan keeps it, nowhere to go. That's a loss of 6 or 7 on the play. Let's say it's only 4, the forward progress. So it's 4th and 7 on the 47. It looks like they're going to go for it, which would not surprise me. And, I mean, facing the wind, a punt is not going to go very far for them. You might as well just go for it and take your chances. And that's what they'll do. Fuhan lines up under center. Trouble with the snap again, but there's
a flag, probably holding
before.
Or false start.
Pretty early, looks like might be false delay of game. So they did not get the snap off in time. 5-yard penalty, it's going to be 4th and 12. Let's see if that changes anything here for the Crusaders. I still don't know. I don't know if any team that's heading into the wind wants to punt or do anything kicking related when they don't have to. So they will stay out. This time from the shotgun. Sund in the backfield. Trips left. That's a keeper. Not gonna get close. Maybe a gain of 4. But the Crusaders will take over. So now the Crusaders will have a chance to tie it up. Takes over on downs. And there's a media timeout, so we'll step aside.
Strikes 12, and I'm in your
And we are back. 1st and 10, starting a new drive here. Alberts is back in the game. Gets about a gain of 3. Bishop Neumann tackles him just past midfield.
3-yard gain, 2nd down 7.
Alberts gets motioned out the backfield. He's throwing, sack, incomplete, just misses him.
Couldn't find where the ball was.
That was Gangwish. Gangwish has kind of been used for passing a little more in this game. Third and 7. And quarterback keeper not going to get the first down, maybe a gain of 3. Followed Alberts for a long time in the option.
That is the end of the third quarter.
And that brings us to the end of the third quarter in a very entertaining game, and especially past quarter here. Bishop Neumann with a 7-point lead going into the final quarter of action. We'll be right back. He is short on the 4th down.
Grayson Sack brought down by number 5, Henry Wood.
He was sacked,
Newman takes over
and
downs, 1st and 10.
Bishop Neumann takes over. We've really just seen so many turnover on downs. I don't even know how many punts we've seen, just 1 or 2, and one of them was not a good punt at all. So I think that kind of discouraged teams from punting in this one. There's more trouble with the snap. Fuhan falls on it.
It's getting colder and colder as far the game goes by, so some teams are not going to be able to catch the ball.
Melissa Gray, 2nd down, 13.
Second and 13 now. Fakes the handoff. He's going to be throwing, and that's a completion. Haven't seen that in a while.
Fugion's pass complete to Alex Berry.
Alex Berry with the catch.
That pass was good for a Cavalier. 1st down.
Cavaliers get a 1st down. And with that one completion, their passing yards total jumps from 9 to, we'll see when they update that. And I'll get back to you. But they more than doubled their passing yards total with that one play. Then they give it to Van Slyke, who gets stopped before the line.
Goes from 9 to 15 passing yards. Oh, 14.
Thought it was more than that. Maybe 14 total on that one play. I don't know. 2nd and 10 now. One receiver out. Fuhan. Handoff to Sun also goes nowhere. So the Crusaders have stopped both running backs on back-to-back plays.
Clock strikes 10, and we're pretty close to the game ending.
And And the Crusaders starting to get a little panicked here. They're going to have to score soon. And the Cavaliers, they can really just run the clock down with their offense. But they have to convert this third 11 first. And it's a run. It's an option. Fuhan gets a few, but a flag comes in.
Ball carried by Bill Fuyan.
Might be a holding.
Stop by Braylon Wolf. There's a flag in the play.
Look at the official call. Holding on number 4. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and 3rd and 21 now. It's going to be even tougher to convert. Maybe see him go to the air. But with this Bishop Neumann team, you never know. Flags here sound like a fighter jet. The wind has not died down at all.
It's going to keep going.
And Bishop Neumann will take a timeout before this long 3rd and 21. And we'll take a break.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the NSAA and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
School sports are played by humans, coached.
3rd and 21 for Bishop Neumann. And they are going to the air. Launches it. Just does not have the arm on that one. So maybe some contact downfield, no flag. Looking for Alex Berry. That was incomplete. And 4th and 21 is going to be an interesting call here. You'd think maybe they would look to punt it with the wind at their backs, but they are still going for it. No, that is a pooch kick. And it's a good one, too. Rolling all the way down to the 2. And that was a great play. That was Van Slyke, who's really done everything for the team. One of the best defenders, the starting running back, kicker and punter. Just can't say enough about how much he's done. Helps back him up here. The Crusaders going to have to be worried about a safety. There's been a lot of negative yardage plays, and they're backed up at the 2. And a safety here would make it a 2-score game late. They cannot have that happen, so we'll see what they do here. Lines up in the shotgun. They're right in the backfield. Alberts looks like he just gets out the end zone.
Probably about half a yard.
And that was close.
They have to throw it here. They
William
can't run it.
Got right in there, almost untouched. And just how he tackled him, he kind of tackled Alberts out the end zone. Made contact with them in the end zone, but then Alberts was just able to make his way out.
Doesn't matter if they run it here because the D-line and O-line will push together so that they're stuck in the end zone. So they'll have to throw it here.
Yeah, you would think. And trying a run to the outside would be risky. Maybe just sneak it out of the end zone. That's what they do. I don't even know if they do that.
Maybe a safety.
Look. Is there loss of possession? There's a fumble that Bishop Neumann recovers. So Bishop Neumann recovers the ball. They'll have it at the 1.
Looks like they failed. They failed to snap the ball.
Yeah, and that was just a mess from the beginning. You could kind of see the quarterback go down at the start. And he was trying to recover that football, but he could not. And huge play now. Bishop Neumann just 1 yard to take a 2-score lead with 8 minutes left. They blow up the play, a group of defenders.
Van Slyke is taken down.
And they are not going to make the score easy. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a goal line stop. And Van Slyke, definitely their goal line back. They love giving it to him down here. He's gotten 2 touchdowns, 20 on the season. So not be surprised to see it go back to him again. More trouble with the snap, something we've seen all day, and he just gets taken down. Gets back to about the 8. So 1st and goal at the 1 turns to 3rd and goal at the 8. Great job by the Crusaders. And it's not like Bishop Neumann can even settle for a field goal here. So the Crusaders in a good spot to keep this at a 1-score game, which is what they need. Or to still have a chance in this one.
They might go for a passing play here. More than one wide receiver.
Set number 5 in motion. They are passing in the end zone.
Oh.
Incomplete. Oh, there's
Flag.
a flag, and that's going to be pass interference in the end zone.
They're not happy about that one.
Yeah, maybe a questionable call.
He was tackling him before he even had the ball.
Yeah, he was brought down. It was hard to tell if he fell or if there was contact. The refs are discussing. They can pick it up. Can't review it, but they could pick it up after discussion. But I believe it'll stay. It will. Pass interference. That'll be half the distance. 3rd and goal.
See the review here if they show it.
And he takes it. Van Slyke just barrels into the end zone.
It's his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Touchdown, Cavaliers. That was a huge score.
I don't think the Crusaders could come back from this one.
Yeah, just think about if that flag wouldn't have been thrown, it would have been 4th and goal from the 8, and Crusaders would have been looking a lot better. But that touchdown by Van Slyke gives the Cavaliers 13-point lead.
Gonna go for the 2-point conversion.
Could get it up to 15.
Really get it, Van Slyke?
Oh no, it's a keeper. Everyone was fooled on that one. Fuyan brings it in there. 2-point is good.
Fuyan is good at trickery.
He's 30 to 15 now. What a huge drive by Bishop Neumann. And a C2 championship is in sight for Bishop Neumann.
The last championship was C1 in 2003.
Yeah, went back-to-back in 2002 and 3. But it's been 22 years since they've won a state championship. They're closing in on one.
Kicking off for the Cavaliers, number 33, Will Sanderson. Back to the Crusaders, number 1, Connor Haney, and number 5, Graham Stava.
Kickoff is low. Oh, there's
dropped.
trouble with it. Picks it back up. And is able to turn that into a decent gain. It's about an 8-yard return, but he gets it to the 32.
First out of bounds by Keaton Weezy. First and 10, Crusaders. On the 32.
First and 10 now, they give it to Alberts. Not a huge gain.
Ball carried by Jack Alberts.
I don't know if this team can really afford to keep it on the ground.
Gonna have to go for some passing plays here. We've seen they can do it, but
Yeah, they're going to need 2 scoring drives and a defensive stop in 6 minutes. And they got to start kind of snapping it sooner and getting up there.
it's dropped.